Finally, efforts by the federal government to support the Naira seem to be yielding positive results. This follows the clearing of the backlog of dollars obligation amounting to $7 billion by the Central Bank of Nigeria. The value of the Naira against dollar rose sharply on Friday as it exchanged below 1,000 in parallel market from 1,150 in the parallel market on Thursday. The Naira exchanged for 950 to a dollar on Friday. I still have Kalajayi with me, and I'm sure, I don't know if we've reconnected back to Mr. Kujumi, but let me come to you, Mr. Kalajayi. Naira has maintained its rebound against dollar in the last few days. Did you see this comment?
Yes, I know that with the new CBN governor, you see, achieving your objectives about, first and foremost, for policy formulation. And then beyond policy formulation is actualization of your policies. The CBN governor, already drawn his agenda. And one of the major things that we must do is to nip the falling standard of Naira by the board. And in doing that, you have to apply so many measures. Naira will continue to slide as long as there are a backlog of debt owed to, foreign investors or even local investors also. So what is important is that they've been able to mop up enough resources to pay up and free up the Naira away from the dollar. So, but then that's just a single measure. Beyond that measure will only become sustainable if we apply other indices in ensuring that Naira does not keep to nosedive. What are those indices? We must become more productive. We must be able to, do more of export than import. We must remove those items that cripple our Naira, those items that have no societal value, those items that are luxurious goods, those items that satisfy the idiosyncrasies and interests of few Nigerians. We must come up with items that are demandable, items that has impact on the direct people as part of those things, those essentialities that you continue to import. As long as we continue to chase our import with those items that are not desirable, Naira will still slide back. I'm only telling you that what we have seen is a temporary measure. The sustainability is dependent on apply under in the indices. And then you can't continue to depend on a mono economy and think that your Naira will continue to appreciate. We must continue to think outside the box and look at what other things can earn us external income in terms of dollar. That's when we can be assured that the Naira will keep on gaining. Otherwise, it's a temporary measure, I believe, and I know so. So let's hope that we can continue to apply other indices to show up our Naira value.
All right, Mr. Kujumi, I don't know about you, but beyond the current CBN management stepping up intervention in the forest market, what else can they do to improve forest liquidity?
To increase forex liquidity is for us to increase the local productive capacity such that we'll be able to export quality goods to generate the needed forex, to address the pressure on the Naira. And also we need to, embark on an advocacy for Nigerians to, to produce what we eat and eat what we produce, or to consume. If we continue to run our economy to depend on everything under the sun, from beyond our borders, definitely we'll be putting pressure on our Naira. But if we as the people decide that, look, we have the capacity to produce these goods and services, and the enabling environment is provided by government and maintained, by also the private sector as well as the citizenry, in that way, the value of the Naira will show up. But so long as we continue to rely on importation of anything under the sun, so long will our currency continue, to be at the receiving end. So we need to increase local capacity of production of goods and services and increase our exports. Even if we are doing export of goods, within the African sub-Union alone, it will, go a long way to show up the value of the Naira. And don't forget, there's this AFCTA, agreement that is in place now for us to tap into as a country. So I believe strongly that one of the greatest threats to the value of the Naira is the dependence on importation by a vast majority of our people. We need to change, we need to have a change of mindset to recognize that what I'm doing in holding the Naira, in running after foreign goods and services, it's harmful to the economy of my country and my people. And unless we change, we have a change of heart, we have a change of policy direction, to boost local productive capacity. That is the only way our Naira, we can address the downward slide of the Naira that we are trying to address as at present.
All right, gentlemen, it's been a great conversation so far. Thank you very much for coming on the show. I've been speaking with Kalaji Paul, member representing Nigeria Felonian Federal Constituency,